Does anyone else find self-help books to be a little odd? Like, I bet there's a lot of people out there that want to read them, but then they just see them and they're like, I don't want to do this. How many people who've tried to read any of these books, got a few pages in or a few chapters in and just completely dropped it? Something I've noticed with a lot of these books is they have a core message that they want to tell you in the beginning, and then after they tell you that core message, nothing really changes. So the first chapter, they tell you what they want you to think, they tell you what they want you to believe, and they say, here's how you do it, or here's how you should think to achieve that. And then they just kind of do that for like 300 more pages. I find a lot of these books to have like this little message that you don't really need to go any further with. It's like having a conversation with someone. You talk to your friends and they're like, hey bro, what should I do so I can, I don't know, let me think of something like, oh, what can I do to get some money? Alright man, all you have to really do, you gotta go on Indeed, you gotta look for jobs. You might not get every job that you want, so you gotta spam job applications. At some point you're gonna get an interview, so you gotta dress well, you gotta answer the questions. You can look online to see what these questions usually are, and then you answer accordingly. You might not get the job, that's why you gotta keep spamming applications. Eventually you will get one. And obviously there's other ways, but that's just one way to do it. So that's just one piece of advice. Okay, cool, great advice. You don't need a whole book for that. Okay, let's try another one. Hey bro, how do I get this girl? Pretty much, to get that girl, the girl that you want, you gotta get to know her, you gotta know what she likes. Once you know what she likes, you can act accordingly. If she doesn't match with your interests and what you like, it's not really even worth it. So do you want to change who you are as a person to get this girl, and you won't even be yourself at the end of the day? Does that matter to you? What do you want to do? Who do you want to be? Do you want to just be somebody else for somebody else? Or do you want to be you? Because there are other girls out there that will like you for you. Good advice. Do we need a whole book for that, though? You know what I mean? I'm not saying every self-help book is like this, but I've noticed for the vast majority of self-help books, this is the way it pans out for every single topic. Every single topic I've noticed happens to be like that. So, with that said, with all these self-help books, really all you need to do is just think. Think critically. You don't need to read all these books to figure something out. You just need to do something. That's the way that you'll succeed, and nothing needs to be that overly complicated and long to brainwash you into thinking something for retention time or watch time. You just gotta think. That's it. If you really want to do something, just do it. Nothing's like that easy. I mean, to be honest with you, everything's easy, and everything's hard. Everything that you do in life is as easy or as hard as you want it to be. Just do what you want to do, and eventually you'll figure it out. Like, for example, I want to make videos sometimes. Sometimes I don't. When I do make videos, if I put effort into it and I figure out what to do and how to make it get out there, it's gonna get out there. If I don't put any effort into it, it's not gonna get out there. It's really just that simple. That's how life works. These self-help books aren't really helping anybody. Let me go more in depth real quick. I'm not here to say that self-help books don't help anyone. What I'm trying to say is that most people aren't helped by them. They listen to them, they agree with the idea, they're saying, hey, I'll apply this to my life, and they never do it. They just sit there and they're a perpetual reader for the entirety of their life. They don't apply any of those messages. That's why I'm saying you gotta just do something. Yeah, a lot of the information in there is good, but a lot of that information, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, it's common sense. All of us could have thought of that. Most of that stuff is like, oh yeah, make your bed. Oh yeah, go outside. Oh yeah, do some exercise. Eat the right food. Stop eating bad food. Stop consuming bad media. Talk to people. Learn these skills. Get some money so you can live a comfortable and healthy life. Make good relationships with people. All this stuff is obvious, but no one does it. And the reason why they're not doing it, most people, some people apply, and that's rare, and that's great that they're doing it, but the reason why most people aren't doing it is because they have some internal problems that they don't want to fix on the inside. They have a lot of anxiety and fear, and they don't know what to do about it. That's why you just gotta do what is uncomfortable, and do it anyways. And it's easier said than done, but just do it. That's really all there is to it. That's why I feel like you don't need a book for all this stuff. You need to just do something. Whatever you want to do, just do it. Yeah, you can sit there and read that book. I mean, maybe it's cool to read some philosophy, but even that boils down to a core belief too. Just listen to what they have to say, read a few things, but you don't need to go super in depth with it, because then you'll just be like a walking repertoire and you're not going to be a person of your own. So that's all I really have to say about that. We can go more in depth with this at a later point, but I didn't really come in here to make like a big video, like debate discussion. I just wanted to throw that out there to help some people. And that's really all there is to it. Subscribe if you want more or whatever. I'm probably going to make more videos on other random things. It's not going to be any like conformed thing. I pretty much just think about how people think, why they think the way that they do, and I take it further from there. And sometimes I play games. I could just talk about this while I'm playing games too, so that's all there is to it. I'll see you guys in the next one.